let it go wherever you want. Okay? And you feel our bars over there. Okay? Now, let me take a picture of it. Put your hand over. Let's do it. Okay? Good.
Yeah.
So sorry I haven't posted a video for a while, but my old man and I had to go, well, we went and saw about 19-20 sheep for an old friend who has a little 50-acre plot. So we used the high ab, set up the motors on that, yeah, it went really well actually. We had quite a good time. We didn't rush or anything. The sheep were quite big because they're like sort of pets, so they were a bit hard to hold on to, a bit round, and also because the ground was unlevel, it sort of made things a bit more interesting. But we just used the high ab, tied the motors to the two fixing points on the high ab, and set the height, and then had a little petrol generator just running the motors, and it actually worked really, really well. Really quite enjoyed it actually. Haven't shore with my old man for a while. You can tell my old man's a little bit better than I am. I only literally share mutton and all that. I'd like to thank my other half for doing the recording of this as well at the same time. But yeah, we got them all in. We had one that got away. There was meant to be 20, but one got away over the fence, so he's going to catch up at some later date, and we're going to share that with the hand shears, or my old man is. But yeah, it was good fun. It was really enjoyable. Apart from we had a slight little problem with the generator. You'll see when I come to do, I think it's the last couple of blows down the side of the neck. The generator cuts out, but yeah, the weather wasn't too bad. It was quite nice. We thought the sheep were a bit wet first thing, so I think we started shearing. I think it was about 12 o'clock. We went and helped them gather them up and brought them in and set up everything and got sorted. The setup we had worked flawlessly. It was simple to set up. The motor that my old man's shearing on, that's the one we use at the farm, and the one I'm using is the old traditional one that we used to use at Greenfield and at the farm when we first went there. As you can see, I'm moving my sheep because if you look, the ply is not level, and every now and then they tend to roll away. Plus they were that strong and hefty that when they kicked, they sort of just got away from you. Plus I hadn't really done much shearing beforehand, so I've probably lost and forgot a bit of the techniques, but they've all come off their backs. That was the main thing, and it was a good little outing. We done it as a favour and enjoyed it. My old man really enjoyed it. He used to be a contract shearer, and he used to put out like 280, 300 a day quite comfortably. About 250 I think he used to do, 250, 270 on average. But he was I think he was part of the first lot of contractors with Uncle Pete that went shearing, and then he went and done the island runs where they used to go on a boat, gather up the sheep, shear outside. So it sort of brought him back 40 years, and we had on this day was an actual a day of sort of recognition for the old times and new times and all that. I can't remember what they called it, but yeah, it was a really good turnout. The fleeces weren't too bad. The sheep were actually in pretty good nick. A bit later in shearing, like you've got until about the 15th of April, I think it is, to have all your sheep shorn. If not, you need permission. So like we're still within the budget for them. But this next following season, we're going to do them at the start, and then we're going to go. The motor that I had, because it's quite an old motor, it is a little bit worn out. and it's not as good as the newer ones, but it's quite ideal for something like this, and it worked extremely well. Like, I wasn't sure what it was going to be like swinging around and whatnot, but it actually seemed to have worked pretty good considering. Could have went a lot worse really, but it didn't, so that was the main thing. You can see Dad's finishing off sheep here, and it, like, he makes it look so easy. Just the sheep's just sitting there. I mean, I'm struggling to walk around the damn things round. In fact, it's like shearing our wethers. But you'll see in a second that we just slow this chap down, and here you go. Let's look at him, and doink. Look how high they jump, you know. All that weight off, and no wonder why you can't keep them in fences all the time. But yeah, it was just about here where it sort of dies on me. So I got Mum holding the sheep for me, and there it was there. The generator died. Couldn't work out why. We thought it was the extension lead tripping out, and then we thought it was a fuse. But the generator just cut out, just like it was overloaded. So I went to Dad's stand thinking it was my motor, being it was an older motor, and the cables may have been like shortening out or something. And I think I got through. Yeah, there you go. It died again. So in the end, we ended up having to sort the generator out, and it turned out it was just low on oil, so the safety thing works. So other projects I've been up to is making these 4 plates. I don't know if you have a rough idea of what they are. I'm still in the process of making it, but it's actually to mount a flagpole to. They bought a flagpole that's meant to be set in the ground, and they want it hinged. We've also patched up some posts, so we've replaced 3 posts on this fence line. So not the first one. My old man I got doing a path at Malvina House Hotel. So that'll be seen if you ever come and visit and stay there. You'll probably end up walking on that at some stage. We also then removed a hen run away. So an old hen run that had dozens of pallets buried in it and a concrete thing. So I'm using a Carter CT10 digger that a mate of mine's got, so I borrowed that. And it's not a bad little digger, but it is a bit small. But we got the job done for the customer. That was the main thing. Here's the path now. It's near complete. We also had to move a caravan out the way. That was a little bit full and bogged in the peat, so we, between the old county and the thing, we got that. And we also picked up a thing, so a trailer to be made. Trailer we're hoping to turn into something to tow behind the truck to cut the digger. Hoping to get a digger in from town. Some pictures of just the setup. Thanks for watching. Sorry it's not much. Hope you enjoyed, and hopefully I'll get into more videoing again. I'm just trying to sort out cameras and whatnot and get things sorted. So it's going to be another couple of months where we get into the good things. We also done another fence for someone. So we literally got back from Weddell, and that was the first job I did when I got off the plane, about 20 minutes after I got off the plane. So yeah, been very busy. New business seems to be going all right, so we've got a few other jobs to do. 7610 still needs to be sorted, so yeah, it's keeping me on my toes. So thanks for watching, and we'll catch you in the next one.